happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. You guys can probably already tell that it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely going to want to check this one out. So we got a new breaking news update revealing a new Trump assassination plot, all stemming from Ukraine, guys. I'm excited to get into it, so we're not straight into it. All I ask that you guys please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
So what do we know now about a teen who was attempting to murder Donald Trump? Teen allegedly killed parents on path to assassinate Trump. So
What?
it sounds like he was quite serious about this. A Wisconsin teenager allegedly killed his parents as part of a plan to assassinate President Donald Trump, federal officials said in recently revealed court documents. Nikita Kasp, 17, was previously charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of hiding a corpse for an incident that happened before February 28th in Washakie County, according to Sheriff Eric Stevenson. The teen was confirmed to have been arrested and charged with operating a motor vehicle without consent of the owner and theft on March 12th. The investigation into the death of his parents was carried out. Wisconsin court records show that Kasp is being held in Washakie County Jail ahead of his arraignment. Federal application of a warrant filed on March 18th, the FBI special agent indicated that the prosecutors are seeking to additionally charge Kasp with conspiracy to commit presidential assassination and charge him with involving weapons of mass destruction. What is this? The charges stem from a welfare check conducted on February 28th, after which responding to the deputies found the teen's stepfather and mother, Donald Mayer and Tina Kasp, dead inside of their family home. Jeez, man, it's demonic. This is just some demonic, it's just demonic evil. Mayer's mother had called for a welfare check after being unable to reach the family and learning that Kasp had not attended the school for weeks, the FBI agent said. Sheriff's deputies responded that morning and nobody was at the door. During their initial investigation, deputies learned that Mayer had allegedly texted out sick from the beginning of February 13th to the neighbors, and they hadn't seen the family. The deputies eventually breached the home and found the mother and father dead of gunshot wounds covered with blankets. Oh, goodness gracious. Whew. Law enforcement officials found surveillance footage showing Kasp driving Mayer's black Volkswagen, traveling alone with family dog through Iowa. A vehicle reported missing. That night, officers at the police department conducted a traffic stop in the SUV. They found an unloaded revolver, ammunition of the caliber that killed the parents, and a large amount of cash. They reviewed the phone, would you look at that, and saw images and communications that reference a self-described manifesto regarding the assassination of President Trump, making bombs and terrorist attacks, according to the FBI documents. The messages indicated that Kasp planned on using a dirty bomb controlled by a drone for the assassination attempt and coordinated with somebody with the Ukrainian telephone number for evacuation to the war-torn country after the deed was done. So he was working with somebody with the Ukrainian telephone number. We're going to try our hardest not to speculate here, but so was Ryan Routh. Ryan Routh was working with a Ukrainian contact on the front lines with access to military weapons. How do we know that he wasn't tricked or he wasn't just texting some bot on the internet? Because Ryan Routh had been to Ukraine. He had used these weapons. He had seen the front lines. Ryan Routh was recruiting fighters for Ukraine. Ryan Routh got no-look visas in Ukraine for every fighter from Pakistani to ISIS, from Afghanistan, Iraqi fighters. Ryan Routh was able to do this with the coordination of our State Department. That's the only way it could work. You can't travel to Ukraine just for fun. You can't do that. You can't go to the front lines. Neither could I. Ryan Routh had connections high up in the Ukrainian military ranks, and now it seems like we have another assassin who is working with Ukraine. I don't know who the individual was, but working with someone with Ukrainian telephone number to get evacuated the country after they got the bombs. And one final note here. President Trump was taken indoors for his inauguration. Does this explain it now? Do we now understand why Trump's entire inauguration, including the parades, the swearing in, all of it was done inside? Do you see now For weeks, we did reports on the drone activity that could be a massive at-scale threat to the president. And now you're seeing it at scale here. They wanted to use a dirty bomb controlled by a drone for the assassination attempt. And you could just fly it as fast as possible straight toward the president and detonate the bomb. So there it is. When will we learn who he was coordinating with in Ukraine? Here from CNN, a 17-year-old Wisconsin allegedly killed his parents as part of a plot to assassinate Trump. When will we learn the identity of the Ukrainian he was working with? Let's look through this article here, shall we? A 3-page document the FBI found called for Trump's assassination to create a political revolution in the U.S. and save the white race. Okay? As to why, specifically Trump, I think is pretty obvious by getting rid of the president and perhaps the vice president. It's guaranteed to bring chaos. The FBI additionally found images and messages on his phone with information of how to use a drone attack, per the affidavit. He paid, at least in part, for a drone and explosives to commit the attack, investigators said. They also found photos of the front and back of Mayer's credit and debit cards, username and passwords and bank account. 17-year-old classmate told the sheriff's office that Casp had told him that he planned to kill his parents, but didn't have access to a gun. Goodness gracious. He planned to leave the United States for Ukraine. In one Telegram message, he asked, "So while in Ukraine, I'll be able to live a normal life." Here's an image of the killer. Again, he's from Wisconsin. He's charged with the murders of his mother, his stepfather. The FBI is charging him with conspiracy of attempted assassination of Donald Trump, attempting to use a weapon of mass destruction. According to the Manifesto, he aimed to start political revolution. He needed to kill his parents in order to obtain the financial means to carry out his plan. So they have messages with him, with the Ukrainian. Will I be able to flee to Ukraine and live a normal life, even when it's found out that I did it? So what does the Ukrainian say back in return? And this is my major issue with all of this. Can we please get all of the message? Can you please just release everything? We still have no idea who the Butler shooter was talking to. The Butler shooter, Matthew Thomas Crooks, was texting and FaceTiming people right before he hits President Trump in the head with a bullet. Who was he FaceTiming? Who was he texting? Who was he talking with? He had 3 encrypted apps that ran out of New Zealand and Belgium and Austria. Where are those messages? Where are those apps? Why can't we read what was on his phone? Why don't we know what was inside of his body? Can we get the autopsy report? Oh, we can't. Why? Because we cremated his body. Then we power washed the roof. We scrubbed that crime scene clean as a whistle. So can we please figure out who the Ukrainian was that he was communicating with? What about Ralph? We learned this past week that Ralph was trying to buy RPGs from Ukraine to blow President Trump's airplane out of the sky, which he could have done very easily, according to the experts we've had on this program. President Trump's airplane takes off from Palm Beach once a day. He could just sit on the other side of the freeway. And President Trump's plane is badass. We've ridden on it, his private plane. I'd really like to ride on Air Force One. Haven't done that yet. President Trump's plane's badass. I do not believe that it has the type of tech in it that would allow President Trump to evade a military-style weapon that's shot at the plane. We kept hearing little sprinklings of drone attack here, President Trump's plane's under attack there. That was clearly coming from intel that they had. And why is it always Ukraine?
Yo, there we have it, guys. That one coming from our friend Benny Johnson. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below for those who want to go over there and check that entire thing out. I ask you guys to go over there and show our friend tons of love and support because he's a great guy. Oh my goodness, guys, what a discovery. I'm so glad the FBI was able to sniff this one out. Prayers go out to Donald Trump. Definitely be praying for our president because we can see that there is so many evil actors out there that are plotting and trying to get after him. We just have to keep our faith strong and pray over our president because these folks, they're not stopping. And I really want to know why Ukraine is always at the end or, somehow involved in these various assassination attempts. We keep seeing Ukraine pop up in coordination. I'm starting to think that Ukraine is not our friend, not our ally, and we need to be a country that treats them as such. I think Donald Trump should start off by cutting all ties, cutting all aid to Ukraine, because this is not a coincidence that this keeps on happening. Their connection, their association with these various plots against his life. President Zelensky is not a world leader in my book. This guy seems like more of a paid actor, a hack job, and we need to start holding these folks accountable. We can't keep letting them get away with, one guy taking a rap for it all and then everything else getting swept underneath the rug. No, we need to start seeing some true accountability from everyone, all parties involved. Whether that be, dragging them back over to the United States to face penalty or going over there to bring the penalty to them. But we can't keep allowing them to think they got away with it because they're going to keep finding different folks that they could, wake up or armed to try to commit these heinous crimes against our country. We have to draw that line in the sand, guys, but definitely hop in the comment section. This is an update I had to bring to you guys. Comments are open. I'm excited to hear what you guys are thinking on this. I feel like you guys always have so much information, so drop anything else that any involvement, new details. I'll definitely be covering those as well. Also, make sure you guys please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you enjoy more content like this. Catch you guys on the next one.